Drop a stream if you can.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to awards night here at Simcade. I know it's been a long time since since you've heard me, because I've been I go MIA when it's downtime. But I'm joined by the very man Lance himself, and of course Ninja. How are we both?
Not bad.
Hi, Grant.
Good.
Full of excitement.
Do you know what it is? We're gonna go and speak to some of our champions, because obviously we have new champions crowned over the end of season 5. So yeah, we'll speak to all of them. Then we have some little clips of things that our very own Lance has been messing around with over the past sort of week or two, and I just
Slaving away.
it's slaving away, pretty much, yeah.
No, I have not.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short. And then we'll see where we get to, shall we?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Right, of course. Should we speak to some of our champions? Who have we got in chat at the moment? We'll jump down into. Oh, well, can we bring them in here? Are they allowed in here or not?
I think you can drag them in, yeah.
I'll drag them in. Okay, well, we've got V2, so we can bring him because he's the most
Decorated.
yeah, decorated of this season. I'll bring him in. Let's see for them. Hello, V2.
Hello.
You are live. Okay, just to let you know. I don't know if you're aware that we are streaming. You are live. How are you?
Fine, and you guys?
Very good. Very good. Everybody else?
I'm well. I'm well.
Okay. So we'd just like to bring in and sort of congratulate you on your 2 championship wins this season. You obviously 3.
The 2 GT championships and the British GT championship.
Oh, correct. Yes. Obviously 2 Gran Turismo championships, and then of course the British
ACC, yes.
Which was a bit of an added bonus to ACC, wasn't it?
Yes.
The championship. And we are going to say thank you in more ways than one. It's obviously thank you very much for being a part of the community, and thank you for racing as well and as often as you did. And my goodness, you've had some success in GT. It's been unbelievable, your success.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, not much to say, to be honest.
Absolutely well deserved.
Thank you for allowing me to be here, I guess.
Now we've heard that you are going to be taking a step back from the normal league racing next year to focus on other things, which, by the way, I'm excited to be a part of, because it means that we're going to be speaking to you a lot more. But you are going to be continuing, obviously, the esports. We do have a race tomorrow, which obviously last week, I mean, it was pretty fantastic last week. So are you looking forward to taking a step back and doing other things, and as well as taking a more senior role in the esports?
Of course. It's going to be fun, the esports thing. I think it's going to be challenging. But yeah, the most important thing is to have fun. So I guess that's what matters.
Fantastic.
What do you think kind of gave you the edge this season for especially in GT, because you were on a whole different level? What do you think really kind of gave you the edge to win them both?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that. I wish this was an exact science that you could figure out everything that you're doing all the time. But sometimes things just happen, and you just go fast, and sometimes you kind of wonder, how do I do that? But at the same time, you see other players in the top of the leaderboards doing insane stuff, and you kind of wonder, how do I get there? And I guess that's basically the recipe for going fast, is always trying to improve, always trying to look for that extra detail that makes you go just a tiny little bit faster.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, well deserved. I think well deserved on all 3.
Thank you.
Indeed. And as a massive thank you, we will be chucking in a couple of vouchers, because obviously you won multiple disciplines, so there was sort of more than one thing that you won, so you're going to get a couple of vouchers as a big congratulations for the season. And well, I hope you have great success in the esports, because I'm a part of it, so I'm hoping for it as well, because we all like a bit of glory, don't we?
I hope so. I hope that goes well, and I hope that we can bring Simcade League to the top of the leaderboards in the Simcade esports event. Sorry.
Well, if there's one man that can do it, I'm pretty sure that you're one of them.
I hope so. I hope so.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, V2. And again, congratulations for both GT
Thank you very much.
championships. I'll speak to you very soon.
Thank you.
Right, should we move on to, I don't know, should we have golf, I think? Yeah, what a fantastic season you've had in the F1. Well, it was the F2, but it was the Tier 2 that you've won, but such a fantastic, I don't know how to describe this. Comebacks. It's just been such a good comeback. Yeah, consistency it's been fantastic. Like, did it feel good this year?
First of all, guys, good evening. I don't know. I think I've been lucky in some respects. There's some very good drivers in that league, and unfortunately, they've not been able to take part week in, week out, whereas kind of I have. So it's a mix and match. A lot of practice has gone into it. Still trying to get faster. There's some aliens at the top of our leaderboards. But yeah, I think it's been a mix and match of different reasons as to why I've kind of won the championship.
So you had some fantastic competition in the Tier 2, and obviously at the beginning with the F2 with Tom, who couldn't make a lot of the races, and obviously Ninja that had to step out for a couple of races as well. But you showed that sort of the amount of practice that you put in, it did start to pay off, and especially I've seen it this season, a massive change in the way that you sort of approach every race. And in ACC, man, you're like the quickest that you can get as well.
Yeah, I think ACC is definitely a bit more of my forte. There's still some quicker drivers in there, Lance and V2 being two of them. But yeah, there's been a lot of practice going to the F1. Unfortunately, the practice is kind of... I'm actually getting slower, which is scary. But yeah, man of many words, so I'm a bit stuck, unfortunately.
For what is it, the F2 cars for the first half of the season, like, how did you find, were they a different challenge compared to the Formula 1 cars, or were they kind of the same vein? And then how did you find the switch over then when you were going between them?
I think the F2 cars were a lot more manageable to drive, mainly because you don't have whereas you've got DRS and ERS in F1, you don't have the ERS element. So for getting to use your ERS on a lap, you don't have that to worry about. And then going back into the F1, I think it's just a difference in grip levels and how you set your car up, and they're two of the main differences, really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And obviously, you're a big part of the esports as well with the ACC, and we're hoping to push forward on that. Are you excited for more of that? I know you got a race tomorrow. Excited to continue with that as well?
Yeah, very excited about that. One thing that's come out of it is the use of Motec data, which I've learned today. It's knocked about half a second off my time for tomorrow. So I think I'm going to start looking a bit more into that and looking at some of the data and just trying to see where I lose time to the other guys.
You're one of our drivers that kind of does all three disciplines. Do you kind of feel that you benefit from doing all three, or do you find yourself kind of lacking a bit of pace in one because you don't get enough time practicing because you're going for the other, for example? Or
I think GT7 is definitely the weaker one of my disciplines, and it is mainly down to not so much practice. And the last time I played that was in another iteration 10, 12, 15 years ago when I was playing on a controller. And coming into it now onto a wheel, it's definitely a different feel, and it's just trying to get back up to speed again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, gotcha.
Brilliant. Well, as again, a big thank you. There'll be a voucher coming your way for being crowned champion of the F2 and Tier 2 series, and I hope you more success in the future as well, and may it continue.
Thank you, and thank you to you guys for putting this on week in, week out. It's a pleasure to do.
Thank you very much. And I'll tell you what, we'll move on to. I don't want to keep Mons waiting because obviously he's been here as well as everybody, but I don't want to keep these guys around for as long as I have to. Fenton, unfortunately, you've got to stick for the whole thing, so unlucky.
Yeah, it's stuck here.
Mons, the crown jewels of Simcade really is the F1 season. I'm not taking anything away from GT7 or ACC, but it is the top of the top, the highest of the highest, and man, you took this season by storm. How on earth does it feel to be the champion?
Yeah, of course it feels great to be champion, but it was unlucky that Cornish couldn't attend the last race, so we could have a close championship fight. But overall, the season has been very good, especially the racing so close with Cornish almost the whole season. It's been very fun and very enjoyable.
I can honestly. Go on. No,
Go ahead.
No, I can honestly say that apart from last year's dominance from Dodo, this season's battle between you and Cornish, and obviously many others that have been chucked in there, has been by far one of the most exhilarating seasons that we've had here. And you literally took it all in your stride. I know it was very close at the end. You could have totally bottled it, but the composure that you've had to carry on was just mind-blowing and fantastic. So I have to say a big congratulations on that as well. But how did it go, week in, week out? How did you adapt to each race? Did you just sort of go for it, or did you practice, or was it just, what did you do to get in the mindset every race?
I think most of the time I had a league race on the same track, like a synced calendar, so that has really helped a lot. And yeah, I'm also just focused on trying to keep it clean and try to not do many mistakes so I can stay at the top and score as many points as I can.
You had pretty big challenges from especially Cornish and in one or two of the races, Jericho and stuff like that. What do you think gave you the edge over the whole season?
It's probably in the middle of the season. I think Cornish had he missed one race, and some other races he had a bit of bad luck where he fell down the grid. So that's probably why I maybe pulled ahead a little bit in the championship. And I mean, if Jericho raced for the whole season, I don't think I would have beat him.
Yeah, I suppose you have to be there every round, to be fair.
Yeah.
Go on, AJ.
No, sorry. I was just reading some of the chat whilst you were talking. Honestly, it's been such a change-up season this season, and we've had some fantastic drivers come through from the bottom up to the top, and then we've had a lot of mix around, and we've had a lot of influx of new drivers. But honestly, what you've put on the track in F1, like I said, it is the thing that started Simcade was F1. Yeah, you've been the man to hunt down. You've been the man to challenge, and you've come away with the crown jewels of Simcade. So, massive congratulations from me. And again, there'll be a voucher coming your way, and I do hope that you are going to come back in season 6, started next week, with a bang.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, well deserved. Good job, and hope to see you in the new season.
Yep.
Right, thank you very much to the three of you, and hope to see you all very, very soon. Right, we have one more award to give out tonight, and this is the me awkward last season when we did this, because I didn't like this. It was totally you don't know how to take this, but Lance, we've known each other a bit now, and how you've come into the ACC this season has been totally different to how you approached it last season. I know everybody was getting sort of used to it a bit last season, but this year you've come out and you've nailed a car, nailed each track that we've been to. Man, you've sealed it this year.
Well, that's the thing, I suppose, in ACC is you kind of get used to a car and then you kind of work from there, and that's what I kind of did with the Lexus. I think I switched to it near the end of last season and kind of hit the ground running with it. But like I don't think I've had the outright pace for the majority of the rounds. It was just consistency and kind of by chance that I'd end up in the lead, and I was able to just capitalize on it then. But yeah, I'm surprised to be here, to be honest. As I say, V2 definitely had the pace on me some rounds. Golf had it on other rounds, so I'm surprised, you know.
It's one of those disciplines that you're either like really good at it, or you're totally like horrific at it. And
Yeah.
I think with, like you said, the 3 disciplines that you do, you're absolutely nail GT7 as well. It's just like unfortunate that V2 is just, you know, that little bit quicker. But like you're just taking it this year, man. You knocked me off my pedestal like outright. I'm out the door like 6 million meters back. I'm gone. Like the way
But
that
to be fair, you were switching from, what is it, pad to wheel. So I'd say once you get used to the wheel fully, you'll be up there with me, I'd say.
So do you think that has been one of your things? Is becoming like the most consistent on the wheel on ACC? Has it helped that you could be able to put so much time into it?
Yeah, I'd like to think that's something I do in all 3 disciplines. Is consistency is key, really. That like kind of putting it in the barrier is not what you want to be doing. That you want to have it kind of up there and fighting every race is kind of will give you a chance in the championship no matter what, you know. But to be honest, I was in the barrier first race in Zolder, and I didn't expect that I'd be sitting here kind of talking to you as champion, considering I was 7th or 8th in the barrier. So like I don't know, you know. It's an odd one.
So the question from me is: are you going to be sticking with the Lexus for next season?
I tried switching. I tried the Merc. I tried the Aston, and it's just not there. You know, there's something about the Lexus that's so kind of beautiful that I will be sticking with it. Now I might be dabbling in the kind of the paid setups this season, but I'll see when I get paid, and I'll make my decisions then. But I've been setting them up my own kind of for this season. So hopefully, what other people gain in pace from other reasons, I'll hopefully gain a small bit with paid setups. But I'll have a look and see, you know.
Well, we have obviously got Ninja. Have you got anything for Lance on his fantastic ACC championship?
The only thing I'd say is, out of all of our leagues, I think the top end of ACC is probably the most competitive. F1 is close, like we've got 2 or 3, but I think on the day, you know, you've got Golf, HL, V2, Lance, and yourself, AJ, on ACC. Depending on the track, depending on the conditions, anyone could win, and I think that's why ACC's been quite exciting this season. So it's a great recovery, as you said, from Zolder crashing out. And,
and
come
to
back.
be honest, from even having no wheel for the first and second race.
Exactly, all the hardware issues you've had this season as well.
But it's like what really is a big thing this season was HL and getting that G29. Once I said the wheel wasn't working, I had no wheel. I texted him immediately. He was like, "Come down here, pick up the G29," and off I was. Racing on it straight away, you know. So
the god of all G29s, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just from winning the first race with him to winning the second race with me. It was a bit odd, you know.
Yeah, it's great to see that we've got competitive leagues.
Absolutely.
But yeah, congratulations on winning the league, and hopefully you can defend it next season again.
Thank you. I don't have much faith, but thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's a good point for all of the champions. Is now you've been crowned. It's now onto the defense. I failed. Dodo obviously stepped down, but it would have been close between Cornish and Mons anyway last season. But yeah, it is the keeping it, holding it. Can you continue the fantastic form all four of you are on?
Yeah, I won't go out without a fight, but I don't see myself getting it this season. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
Well, congratulations, and obviously there'll be a little something in it for you as well.
Thank you.
We haven't quite got the Haribo sponsorship yet, but once we do, we'll get our Haribos to everyone.
Absolutely.
I'll,
Can't wait.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Thanks.
Okay. I don't like Haribo, by the way, but just let you know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much to all our champions. Like I said, may success continue into season 6 that starts next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right then, should we move on?
Yeah.
More serious stuff.
I mean, it does start to get very, very serious, doesn't it?
Is this the
Absolutely.
stuff that you guys have been working on?
Well, we can either do the Wheel of Fortune first whilst we're talking about these sort of things, but I'll need to set that up, or...
No, we'll do it at the end. Well, I just want to say, before you do this, AJ and Lance have been working on this on their own. This has nothing to do with me. For some odd reason, a lot of people think that I do a lot of work here. I don't. There's a lot of work that goes on with these other guys that without them, half of the stuff in Simcade wouldn't get done at all. So this is 100% on them. I'm going to be quiet while they do this, because this is all of them. And so a big shout out to AJ and Lance for doing this, and I hope you really enjoy this next part. So
this is something that I think Lance has put a lot of time and effort into. I've just spent 5 minutes chucking it all together, but I think after last season where we did the couple of awards for the couple of the sort of ideas that we had, it's been really nice to have Lance with us to bring it all together, to find the clips, to relive these moments, because some of these are absolute belters. So I do hope that you enjoy them. What do you want to start off with? Should we start off with I think we'll start off with the communication, shall we?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the best one. Yeah.
So this is well, you'll see it in the title, but this is for the best comms of the commentary of the season. So here we go. We'll take it away.
Oh no.
Okay, right, I made a boo-boo. So I'm just going to quickly go into studio mode and change that.
It wouldn't be Simcade without a kind of a slight kind of hiccup.
No, it wouldn't. Right, okay, right. I've now set that back up. Right, we're ready. We're going to go ahead over to this one. Right.
That's good.
Penalties.
And Lance has picked up the 3-second penalty. I'll be surprised if his monitor's intact after this one, lads.
I'm not. I have not noticed all the engineers standing there in a weird position before.
no, I think that's new.
That is,
They've all come out and say, "Look at our uniforms."
but they stood very, very close together. There's two.
yeah, they've gone for the Titanic pose.
One would say almost merged.
Yeah,
I was going to say something else then, but I thought I'd refrain myself.
they are cloning.
Yeah. That's interesting. That Codemasters, thank you very much. That's made a talking point.
Yeah. I don't know what that medical term is when they split. Is it mitosis or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
On to the final lap. V2 is going to take another victory, barring any disaster on the last lap. But all the action is here for second place. Lance gets a bit loose in that first sequence of corners. The car wiggled and wobbled. He gets a penalty. Oh, on the final lap. A half a second penalty for Lance. That is surely going to allow Last Ninja Cow back through. He's just got to stay with him. He's dropped back to around a second behind. Now, where is the penalty line? I've forgotten. Will it hurt Lance, or has he got just enough banked here? Because Ninja's slowly dropping back. Maybe Lance absolutely gunning for it here, knowing that this penalty is going to have a big effect.
Into the pits is Fenton and Cornish. I don't know why Fenton's decided. Oh,
Yeah,
why?
oh.
What? What's going on here?
Whose car is that?
The game has broke.
Yes. Whose car?
That's Tom's.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well,
Are we gonna have to just red flag the race?
I think it's a bit unfair on Gibbo, but then it's also unfair on Cornish and
And Lance?
Fenton. Yeah.
We'll have to sort that out after.
That is extremely unfortunate.
There we go then. As we have 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And the lights are out and away we go. And it looks like a good start for Mans on those medium tyres as expected. He's going to take the inside line going into Abbey. And behind him, we've also got Golden Flame having a run on Extinct. But Bashi's gone round the outside and held his position. Is Mans going to go for a move down the inside into Village? He does. Bashi goes wide round the outside of the loop. Can he make those medium tyres work early on? He's clearly got more heat in them. He's been pushed wide. Bashi seems to have held off for now. Behind them, Golden Flame's getting interested as well. Now they're fighting. Back in the slipstream. Mans goes for it. Very defensive from Bashi. Down into Brooklands. This could get very close. Golden Flame wants to join as well. Round the outside, Bashi doing a very good job, but it looks like Mans on those mediums has got the move done as we go through into Woodcut and towards Cops, and they're back at it again with Bashi in the slipstream. I'm neglecting the rest of the field, but this is the battle for the lead, and it's really good. They go wheel to wheel.
Oh, there was a touch there.
And Bashi is round.
I believe we've seen that one before in real life.
Yeah, there was flashbacks there, definitely.
There
but,
is.
Oh, what a first lap! Wow.
At some point, oh, there's been a spin. It's V2. And he's struggling to get going again. Here comes Will. Here comes Lance. And all of a sudden, V2 is down to third place. He had a 16-second lead. That has gone. I think there's enough laps here for him, though, to get back into the mix. But that's just made this race very interesting indeed.
Okay, take it away, Lance.
Well, they're your nominees. And amazingly, and I think we all agree with this one, the winner for that one is the let me get the proper name for it. It was the a complete bewilderment before red flags in Hungary. And the winners there being AJ and Ninja. When Tom's car got stuck in the pit lane and myself and Mantis were sitting behind it, there was amazing reactions. I still laugh at it every time I see it. It's hilarious.
So obviously that video went like small time viral with making a meme out of it. Because a short video about the mess up. But that moment, I think, like, F1 has just thrown out some absolute whirlies this season with stuff like this. It's just been so funny. And I think when we sat in the pit lane watching things, because obviously we had the engineers as well, that was another great one, was like you have so much more time to like look around and spot these things. I've seen floating flags. The engineers doing the things. The red flag was just such a crazy moment. Like, I don't even know how that like worked or happened. But it was just so funny.
Yeah, it just gives you things to talk about while you're sitting in the commentary box and there's kind of a lull. It's something to to entertain you, really.
Ninja's commentary as well is just second to none. He just like was so confused about what is going on, and it's like, oh,
It's great, I have to say.
And in
think we're
fairness,
gonna have to.
I'm confused most of the time already, so it just threw me to yeah. It was a bit strange, that one, but
it was fantastic. But thank you very much. I know the guys, but just to let you know, the guys that nominated and were voted for these were just the community guys, because not that it was short notice, but we were still doing this today, chucking up these videos, so we didn't want to get everybody involved and it'd just be mass voting and it'd be like a headache. So we kept it sort of short and sweet. But obviously these guys that have voted are pretty much none of them are involved in the clips, really. Yeah, there is a few, obviously, but
Yeah, there's a few biased ones, but yeah.
I didn't vote on this one. I voted for, I think it was voted for Jack's BBC award, because like sign that guy up because he's brilliant on his own. I definitely couldn't do that. We were just saying that on him. It's going to be sad that he's taking a step back for next season, but man, he's so good. So yeah, I hope he comes back to join us on a bit of a special occasion stream.
Absolutely, I will miss him. Yeah, but hopefully, yeah, as you say, maybe in the kind of the 1 week off season, he might commentate a race for us.
Yeah, I do hope, that he does come back because it's brilliant. Right, so on to the next one. Which one would you like to do next? Should we do the Who Bottled It?
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely.
This is another cracker. This is an absolute cracker.
A very good one.
All right, so I hope you all enjoyed this one. We'll be back in a couple.
Congratulations to him. And Lance has gone off. Oh no. Oh no. Reg just got through to second. All that hard work disappears for Lance.
Of a tangle. He's been in a tangle with and the advertisement board. Nobody likes cryptocurrency anyway, so we didn't need that.
Jack is out.
He is. On the three main ones. We can mention the three main ones, but the personal ones will probably just keep out names, stuff like that. Yeah, Stevie was streaming them a bit. Obviously he's away now. Gibbo maybe? He's likes a bit dabbling in the streaming,
yes. I think basically everyone was streaming it.
We are on the last lap, and just to let you know that Extinct has picked up a 3-second penalty.
And Gibbo is in the net lead. Gibbo's going to win this race on the final lap with penalties.
Coming around the last couple of corners here as we hit the main straight, as Mans does pick up the win on paper. But paper
And it
goes
is
to
going to
Gibbo.
be Gibbo.
Oh, there's a
who wins
spin
the
there at
British
the
Grand
end,
Prix.
extinct. Oh. Oh, but we were just having a bit of a giggle at some of them bottles because, wow, they're fantastic, a lot of them.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to apologise to Yuki. They mean two different things, two different countries, apparently. I was extremely unaware of that, but yeah, sorry.
We forgot we had other people other than British viewers that may take other understandings from the.
Yes. Right, go on then, Lance. Take it away for the winner of that one.
Let me check now again. Oh yes, the bottle job of the season is what I'm calling it. And there's only one person that this ever could have been anyway. And it was obviously voted by community team. It's Barenko for his lap one smash in Zolder. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear that. But
He's obviously he made a big comeback, didn't he? That first couple of races, and obviously he will be returning in season 6 as well. But that's a way to be introduced back to ACC in one foul swoop.
Absolutely, it's a tire barrier, and I know it well because I went into the same tire barrier later on the race. So in good company.
It is one of the best, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a good.
I don't think there's a more deserved person than that one.
Oh, no doubt. What is it? Bottlenko is what he calls himself, isn't it?
Well, I think that's where it sort of it came and went, wasn't it? Was that the where he give his name for that? But yeah, such a brilliant one. There's not much more you can say about that because it's a bottle. We don't like to see them, but they happen. Everybody, I think, pretty much has been there, done that.
Yeah, we know it well. It's just Barenko does a bit more than other people. I'm joking.
No, people do struggle with inconsistency when it comes to racing. Some people just have some absolute torrid luck. And I hate to point fingers and play the blame game, but there is a lot of us. I've been fallen victim when we first started Simcade and I was first racing. Man, I had some like torrid beginning of a season, and then we had a break, and I came back, and it was bad. So we've been there, but Barenko's is pretty spectacular. In fact,
and
all
he's
of
a
them
good sport
clips.
about it. To be fair,
Yeah, all of them clips were you had HLs. Was it where the power went out? They're just so good.
Indeed.
Right, on to the next one. As we've just finished on ACC, should we start off with the best overtake of the season in ACC? ACC.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Let's take it away. Right, I don't know why that one just ended so abruptly. But I apologise for the nearly killing human beings because of the music. It was extremely loud. Apologies. It's just for some reason when you take clips, I don't know whether it was you, Lance, that did it, but taking clips from ACC with no sound. Most of our other clips have commentary.
I could have turned them up. That's my bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and the black screen's my bad. The music's my bad. I mean, the tech guy needs sacking around here today. It's pretty awful.
Both the tech guys.
I'm banned from commentary for next season. My name's.
Oh no.
Right, go on, take it away, Lance.
Righty ho. So our overtake of the season for ACC. Let me scroll up and get it because I don't have it on hand. But the winner for it is Golf Maniac in Silverstone in the wet. It was actually a beautiful move, perfectly positioned, made the apex like perfectly, capitalized on Ninja's kind of lazy apexing, and I have to say it was a very, very nice move. It's probably the one that I would have voted for. Had I not had such a nice move in Imola.
Do you know what? I voted for this one because it just again shows on how much commitment golf has put into ACC and the amount of time and practice, and to make that move in the rain is just it's mind blowing. And it's such a great move. We're commenting through some of them that like the Ninja and Lance, the both of you when at Imola. It's just such a great looking game, and you can make things happen so good in the game. I'm not saying that F1 or GT is not any good, but like it's pretty good.
Yeah, but like the fact that I could even race like side by side with Ninja for like pretty much a whole sector of that track was just is a testament to the racecraft in this league is just like second to none. It's amazing that I can do that and not have a crash, and stuff like that. It's amazing.
And I'm going to make another apology here, but I feel like Lance has to make this one more for me. But we do apologise, Ninja. But near enough every single overtake was against you.
Yeah, my apologies. Actually, I didn't notice that until it was mentioned.
I think what we've learned here is that I need to learn how to defend better.
Would you like some lessons? Would you like some lessons?
Yeah, I think I need the AJ school of defending.
Okay. I'll see if I can
they
figure
were all great overtakes. Personally, my favorite is Lance's around the outside at Imola.
Yeah, not biased at all, but that was my favorite also.
I like that move. From being on the receiving end of them. But Golf had a great moves down the inside on Monza. But I think there's an extra level of skill to overtake in the rain, especially in Silverstone. What's the name of that corner?
Cops, I believe.
Corps. Yeah, which, that we do know from a couple of seasons ago where someone was taken off there. So you can overtake. You can overtake at that corner, and I think it was a great move by Golf down the inside in the rain. So well deserved, Golf.
Just answer some of the questions that are in chat. Yes, it is my wife's fault because she's a pain in the backside. I know that's Mantis is the YouTuber, no name. If next season any of you want to put in some of your clips, feel like you're more than welcome to. We can even do the clips.
I think what we will do is put a little section in Discord for people to submit clips, so we have stuff for the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what we'll also do is probably start it a bit earlier.
Yeah.
So we only did it about a week ago.
Yeah, so, we knew that we were doing the awards night, but the amount of effort that you put in, Lance, to pull it together, to make it probably more than an hour is going to be, I couldn't have done it. But
I just threw a few clips and drive, not that much.
But yeah, overtake of the week, that sounds like a great idea, guys. All three categories, put them in the chat. We'll make a chat, and then you never know, you might get voted for the season 6 ceremony. Right,
yeah, absolutely.
We'll just take a pause and watch the videos really quickly as we're talking away. We have been doing a bit of voting for the cleanest driver of the season in all the 3 disciplines as well, which has been really hard because we've had so many this season. of people
Absolutely.
that have racked up no penalties whatsoever, which for us is probably like mind blowing. But yeah, a bit of an MVP, so to speak. But the cleanest drivers, I'll tell you what, Lance, you can do the GT7 driver.
You were saying that one was hard. This one wasn't particularly hard because there's someone that always stands out with GT7 and being racing clean and that has always been Hip. Hip is just, you can just 100% trust the fella, no matter what. Absolutely, undoubtedly, Hip is our cleanest driver of the season.
Is the man, the legend, the hero? Is just the guy, isn't he?
Absolutely, absolutely.
He's always on. He's always there. You know, he's the information that comes out of that guy's head about GT7 and ACC is just mind-boggling. So congratulations to Hip. Would you like to do the ACC, Ninja?
ACC, I think if these are correct, has gone to Rayo.
Yes.
We haven't seen Rayo about in a few weeks. I think he's been busy and stuff. V2 was saying. But any time that Rayo's been racing with us in ACC, he's plenty of room. He'll race you hard, but he'll always give you space, and he's got very good racecraft. So yeah, definitely cleanest driver of the season in ACC.
Yeah,
absolutely agreed.
Agreed again on that one. Now I'm taking a non-biased approach to this one, but our F1's cleanest driver has been Mikey. Like, for me, I didn't even vote for him because he's a family member. I voted for him because every single week he's there. Every single week he gives people too much room, but it's so clean. Not one penalty point, not one sort of like knock with anybody. It's just been a real pleasure to watch. If he was a bit further up the grid, he might get a bit more TV time, but I wish like he was. But a lot of people at the back of the grid are going to start getting a lot more TV time because the guys at the front are too fast. So, you know, let's pick on the guys at the back.
As you said, like he's almost too clean. He's clean to his detriment because he gives too much room sometimes, where he should kind of battle sometimes. And I do agree with that, but no, absolutely, he's 100% clean. I have to agree, absolutely.
Even in GT7, like him and Hip have had so many battles, so many races, and every single one of them has been so clean. So, guys, the three that have just won the cleanest drivers, you guys are fantastic. So keep it up for season 6.
Most definitely.
Right, shall we move on to another clip?
Sounds good.
Which one would you like to do?
Overtakes of the season. Will we do F1 or GT? Which would you prefer?
Should we do? Ooh, I don't know. Should we do GT? Then we get we get to Jack. So.
Best to last.
Yeah,
I know. Best overtakes to last. And Jack is very, very good as well.
Right, here we go. Let's head over to our GT7's best overtake.
Most definitely.
Looking to get this move done here. But TG playing the defensive game. We're side by side. And last Ninja Cow gets the move done. He's up to 4th. It's regular. Ninja back into 2nd. This is an epic battle for the 2nd place of the round 2 race in the Group 4 series. Lance up the inside. Just feel like Lance is gonna just have enough here, but Ninja's not letting this go. This is proper racing. And as I say, everybody's getting points here tonight. But it all depends on where they finish. And Ennis moves up with a nice move on Rayo Kana. Side by side again. Lance with a lot of dust kicking up. They're side by side, and Lance gets through. He manages to get the job done.
Where you going, Will? Where the hell was he going?
V2 now. Going alongside Fenton. There's a nice little dolly shot. Looks like they are neck and neck. V2 back into the lead on his racing softs versus Fenton's racing mediums.
From this one to the Ninja.
Right, welcome back. Some of them were fantastic. We were just saying, again, such a great game to show overtakes. All three of them are. Lance, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. They were all amazing. All those nominees. But no, I have to say, and we even made a short out of it. But the winner is Ninja and his overtake at the hairpin. It was just such a calculated move on myself, actually, I believe. I have to say that it was you get overtaken sometimes, and you just kind of go, all right, I take it. It's just such a good move that you'll take it and follow on, I suppose.
I think it was really, really late. And it was one of those where it's like, it's a borderline dive bomb, but at the same time, it's like, I think it was just perfectly timed.
You were close enough anyway.
The gap was there.
Yeah.
I think I just outbraked you ever so slightly, and I basically parked it on the apex where I needed to be and got the overtake done. I was quite happy with that overtake. I think that was about the only decent thing I did that race. So
I was on controller on remote play, I believe. For that race. So no, I have to say, no, fair and square. That was a beautiful overtake. Absolutely.
Thank you.
From my point of view, that one stood out to me like the most. It was just such a move. You came from a country mile back, and to get on the brakes and to slow it down in the time and still stick it in. It's a good job that Lance was the one the receiving end, because it could have gone very differently if it was if it was anybody else really that wasn't paying attention. It could have gone a totally different way. So yeah, congrats on that one. I loved it. From second one of playing that clip, I was like, that's it, nailed it.
Absolutely, it's mighty. Yeah, absolutely mighty.
So yeah, well done, Ninja.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've racked up some overtakes, and now you're doing the overtaking.
Yeah. It all works out over the season.
Yeah, win some, you lose some, sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I think we are on to the last one of the video clips, right? If
yes,
memory
I believe
serves
so.
me right. Let me just set this up because I'm having to do it manually now because I messed it all up.
I have to say these are very good. The Formula One ones, they're absolutely awesome, top quality overtakes. I actually struggled to find only 6 of them, but these 6 did stand out to some extent.
Well, let's let the videos do the talking then, shall we? Here we go.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Ennis
around the outside. Ennis, I think he might just get squeezed slightly off track. Is there another issue there? The cars disappear. No, they come around the corner. There we go. With Ennis.
Yeah.
I can imagine that'd be very scary. As this again does it's allowing Cornish Mantis, both of the Cornish, to reel in this group, as it looks like we're going to end up around the inside for Cornish. Does he get 2 in 1 there? Does Cornish?
Yeah, that's brilliant stuff from Cornish there. Can he make it stick on footy?
Well, these two are very good friends. A bit of a nudge there from Mitch on footy.
Very good racing. Good stuff.
Is a might be because Jack is under pressure from Extinct. I think we might see a move up the hill here into turn 2 as up the inside goes Extinct. And he does. That's a nice move, that, isn't it? The cars do look good when they make that switch. Yep, Extinct is
So
going.
Rosa could be on for a win here.
Extinct around the outside on Golden Flame.
Nicely done. Keeps it on the track as well.
Has got here as he comes into the last sector is unbelievable. He's going to go dive up the inside before. He's not going to allow
right
it.
on the curb.
Ross is not going to allow it. Around into the stadium they go, side by side. There might be a little bit of a tap here. No, there isn't. Well driven, the both of them. It's all going on at the front and at the back. And a bit in the middle.
It's looking like Adam nearly made contact with Lance there as he goes around the outside into this beautiful corner. It's very, very difficult to get this one right.
Just so beautiful.
Well, there were some absolutely fantastic overtakes, I have to say. Mind blowing, a lot of them. In fact, all 18 clips that we showed have been, mind blowing. Well, go on for the last time, Lance. Take it away.
There was one that stood out, like absolutely before I even was coming up with this category. There was one that stood out there, and it was Mons through the stadium. Just such an awesome overtake, and as we were saying, on Rosa, who's not exactly slow either. He's a very quick driver, and to do that around the stadium, which is such a kind of thin and twisty part of the track, is just absolutely awesome.
You have to be 100% committed to pull that one off. And we were just saying before, the clip at Brazil, it's just so smooth on the brakes. You don't realise it until you watch it back, how committed he is to making sure his braking is and his corner exit. It's just, it's phenomenal. But yeah, the stadium one stand out. It was, sublime.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He's just textbook move.
Indeed. Right, unfortunately, that is the end of the clips. Thank you very much, Lance, for gathering all the required clips for that.
No worries.
So fantastic to relive some of the moments. Like I said, the commentary and the bottles have just been, brilliant.
And thank you, everyone, for making the clips, and thank you for commentating over them.
Well, we've come down to a bit of a close now to the clips. We have to pick an overall winner. Now, we've just had a bit of conflict here because we were just discussing it before. Out of the 18 clips, 2 of us have voted for the same clip, and one's gone for something different. I think it's because he doesn't want to vote for himself.
Yeah.
But which is understandable. And actually, I do want to have a quick shout out. Craig, I wish there was one of you, because some of your late breaking dive bombs are brilliant. Borderline, but brilliant. So I wish there was one of you in there. Maybe next season we'll get one of you.
There's one I recall from not this season, but the previous season in the Radicals, where it was just so far back, but so beautifully executed. It's amazing.
So God bless you, Craig. Right, so go on, Lance. Give us your overall.
Overall, we were as AJ said, we voted for it just there, and it's Mons through the stadium. It was just such a beautiful overtake, and not to actually hang on, I'm wrong. I had a brain fart.
Yeah.
It's not. It's Ninja into the hairpin in Deep Forest Raceway.
I voted for that one as well. That's gonna be my overall, because
I don't know why I went to the Mons one.
It is the epitome of how to brake late and still make a corner without taking the person off.
Absolutely. Oh, it was so well calculated, even though Ninja seems to disagree, but it was absolutely well calculated. It wasn't really a dive bomb. It was just so good that I couldn't really, I couldn't exactly defend it,
I'll put it this way. I think it's great when someone absolutely nails a corner like that. But I think it takes extra skill to overtake someone around the outside in a stadium section of someone of equal skill.
Yeah.
So, if I could call it, I would say that there's no overall winner as such. I think there's just two perfect examples of good racing from this season.
Well, let's go for three because obviously we have goal three and golf's wet Silverstone.
The overtaking the rain as well. I think it's very difficult to decide an overall winner when there's been so many excellent overtakes this season.
Yeah,
agreed.
Absolutely
Agreed.
So
right, so shall we do? Ooh, we do the Wheel of Fortune.
Is this the end of the?
This is
awards.
So this is the end of the awards. So we will say congratulations to Ninja yourself for the overtake on GT7, Mons for the stadium section at Mexico on F1, Golf Silverstone in the wet. It's very difficult. Congratulations, Brenko bottled it, but still had a fantastic season and a fantastic return. Our commentary moment with the red flag on F1. And the cleanest drivers with Hip, Mikey, and Rayo. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you.
Sounds good.
So that is the end of the awards, because we've had the awards, and now that's the awards. So we'll now move on to next season 6. It obviously starts on Monday.
Yeah,
with F2.
With the F2.
But obviously, we're talking more F1 on Thursday here because we've obviously organised a bit of a rivals for this season. So everybody's getting partnered up. They've all been doing time trials. They've all been very, very busy in their downtime and doing the time trial times for Baku and... Oh, what was the other track?
Brazil.
It was, yes.
Yes.
One of your favourite tracks, Ninja. So everybody's been, piling together the best laps that they can get, best 5 laps to see who they'll be paired up with. And we have paired them up. So let's see. I think I put it in this one. I did?
Yeah.
There we go.
So
no,
just to explain how I came up with pairing them all up.
Yep.
So when you submitted your... Oh, that's the wrong screen completely.
Yes, it is. Shut up. I can't actually find it.
Leaks.
I can't find it. I don't know where I put it.
So, basically, when you submitted your time trial, I wasn't actually looking at what your best lap that you set. I was actually looking at your theoretical best. That's why I wanted 5.
Interesting.
So then I put in the theoretical best for both tracks, put them together, and then marked them from 1 to 14.
Nailed it.
And this is how we got our teams for next season. So when I say teams, your rivals. So Man's rival is Cornish, because you were both closest in the times, basically, and that's the way we worked it down. So I've got Rosa Mantis, Footy and Gibbo, Lance and Jack, which should be a good battle. Mitch and Stevie. Now, Mitch has just started back to his work, and Stevie is just coming back from where Mitch was, which is really confusing. So they're going to be rivals once everything settles in and once everyone gets back to that sort of thing. But I was closest to Rob. I was joking with Rob the other night. It was like, you're going to be my rival, Rob, and now he is, because he is actually the closest on the track to me. That actually shows how much Rob has been improving.
And we were running F1 the other night, actually, and kind of a casual thing, and you and Rob were battling neck and neck the whole time. It was
it was
very
great,
interesting to watch.
And then Golf and Sibby's pretty close, and Craig and Polly's close as well. So hopefully this will be while you're not fighting for the championship, and it's very awkward to balance tier 1 and tier 2. I thought it would be easy, but tier 2 was just so competitive. And I was hoping that it was like, only a few will get the minimum points to move up. But I think 95% of the grid had the points needed to go up to tier 1. So it's just broke that completely. So this should give people a reason to be competing at every race even if they're not competing for the championship. Hopefully. But you know what these things are like? On paper, they look great, but in reality, they, fall and burn. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's not harm in trying, is it? And the level of commitment that these guys put in, hopefully we can get a good season out of this.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can keep it. So, with this being said, we are going to we've partnered them up. Now it's time to give them a car. How about that?
Yeah.
Right.
What are we doing, AJ? We're bringing out the wheel.
We're bringing out the wheel. Okay. And this time I'm going to give you the right screen. Okay. Because I've had a lot of screen messing around tonight and I apologise. So, I'm going to press the right button here. Okay. We ready?
Are we going to see the wheel on screen?
The wheel is going to be on screen.
Hey.
Ooh. You see it on screen?
There we go. There we go.
So you can see my mouse. Look, I'm moving it around. I'm going to click the big spinning wheel for the first. This is the tier top guys. So which Mons and Cornish?
So Mons and Cornish. So let's see what team they get.
Okay, ready? There we go.
Yep.
Please be Haas. That'll just be hilarious. Oh my gosh! I'm so good at this.
He's chosen Haas, and they've got Haas. So there we go. So Mons and Cornish will be in the Haas next season.
Sorry, guys. Right, on to the next two. Who are the next two?
Then it's Rosa and Mantis.
Right, Rosa and Mantis. You will be driving. Oh, it's a bit tense, this, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, it's very tense.
I should write these down. So
Alfa
Haas.
Romeo.
Alfa
guys-
Romeo.
I'm saying it before you guys. Apologies.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep. So that is another great one. Another great team up, though, isn't it? Really. Right, on to the next one, which is
Hoodie and Gibbo.
Wait, Gibbo, man. I can see these
No.
guys in a Williams.
Gibbo's
Calling it.
looking for Williams. Is he
See, I'm
going to get
looking for
Williams?
I'm seeing the Williams. I'm not rigging this, by the way.
Is
Just
it
let you
crystal
know.
ball, is it?
Oh my gosh, it is actually Williams. Right, I'm stopping calling this.
Put away the crystal ball.
I feel like I'm rigging this, and I'm really, really not. Right. Right, next two.
So that will be Lance and Jack.
Ooh, Alpha. If I get this right again, I'm quitting
I
my
think
job.
Aston Martin.
Looking for. Ooh,
It's stopping at a Red Bull.
Oh,
interesting.
Told you I'm not
That's
making this
nice.
up. Right, next two.
American car.
Mitch and Stevie.
Mitch and Stevie. Oof. Now I know that Mitch is quite into the McLaren, isn't he? So we'll give it.
I think so. Yeah.
We'll give it a spin. See what we get. Definitely not the McLaren. It's Ninja's favorite.
No.
Yeah, it's gone.
Ferrari's gone.
Unlucky. And your only Ferrari engine. Oh, there's no more Ferrari engines in there. Unlucky.
No. Okay. Well,
Okay.
we're up next.
Okay, here we
Myself and
go.
Rob.
Here we go, Rob. What are you gonna be driving?
Dun dun dun
Tense.
dun 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 dun.
It's
Oh,
borderline. Look at the line on that.
Oh.
Stop.
it's Mercedes.
That's fantastic. That's a good car.
I don't think I've drove the Mercedes.
Well, now you will.
Yeah.
Right. Next two.
Golf and Simi.
Golf Simi. Alpine.
Yeah.
Calling this one. Straight up Alpine.
I think AlphaTauri.
Right, you're rigging it. Taking it. It's rigged. This is
Oh.
rigged, guys. It's rigged.
It is Alpha.
Alpha. Well done.
AlphaTauri indeed.
And then our last two.
Last, Craig and Polly Ballar. Now,
Craig
what was
and Polly.
Craig looking for? McLaren?
McLaren. Still
McLaren
there.
still on the list.
Still in the mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is going to be your lucky day because it's the McLaren. You just couldn't
There we
make it
go.
up, could you?
Everyone's was called except Jack. Poor Jack didn't want Red Bull. That's slightly tragic.
Well, guys, that's what you'll be driving next season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep an eye for them, guys. And obviously, the people that are joining us that are not doing the rivals, then you'll be taking up what's left. And we did have a bit of a brainwave before because obviously we've got Stevie that's absent for a few. You've got Mitch that'll be absent for a few. Of sort of picking, if you're missing, pick your best, like even it up if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you could end up with a person taking all 12 races and leading the rivals. But obviously we will even it up and make it fair. So exciting for next season, to say the least.
It should be. Oh yeah, pit stops, because that's going to take it in. It's like, yeah, you don't want to be pitting at the same time as your teammate.
No. So again, yeah, very interesting. That does throw another spanner in the works. And obviously with it, they're not just fighting for a championship, you're also fighting for your rival, and your rival's your teammate, which obviously in real life is your own worst enemy. You always want to beat that guy. And, the two teams, you're all pretty much matched on pace, so you're all going to be around the track at the same time. That's going to be, exciting.
It's going to be one hell of a leaderboard.
It is. Obviously, we'll have many, many more champions next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, I think that's sort of come to a bit of a close of the awards night. I think the only thing that we have really left to say is goodbye season 5 and welcome season 6. It's what a roller coaster we've been on, and we are ever growing and ever improving. And season 6 is going to be a massive test for Simcade, and we definitely could not do it without you guys. So yeah, let's on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
So, with that being said, on tomorrow, don't forget to tune in for our ACC 2-hour race against around Laguna Seca, which is that box. Is it Box Motorsports?
Box 3?
It is. Box 3 Motorsports, yeah.
So don't forget to tune in for that. That starts at 4 p.m. British Summer Time. So yeah, there is V2 and Golf that have teamed up in the 720, McLaren 720, and then there's me solo driving in the Porsche. I'm getting the Porsche 911 a go. Why not?
Ooh.
I know, it's a mix it up a bit.
Wasn't that your first one that you ran? You ran the Porsche.
I did, and then it became a bit of a live wire. But now on wheel, I think you can tame the beast a bit on wheel.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, it's going to be different. And then obviously all kicks off, season 6 all kicks off with our F2 on Monday. And then we're straight
commentary.
back. Commentary. Yeah, then we're straight back into GT7 with commentary with it'd be me and with some special guests that might turn into somebody that's going to stick around for the whole season.
Absolutely.
And then did I say Tuesday for ACC? Yeah, Wednesday GT7, and then Thursday we bring on F1 2022, including rivals.
But the big thing this season, obviously, is that we have commentary for all 3 disciplines, and obviously F2 then is kind of a more casual thing.
We do.
A little bit more casual.
We do.
Also, on Friday, I think Friday you probably end up now with our community night kind of thing, where we are going to be continuing our Civilization game.
Oh yes, I did catch a bit of that, and yes, the quest for domination, world domination.
Yeah, so if any of you's missed the opening of the Civilization stream, it is on YouTube, and you can watch we'll continue that on Friday night. Friday nights, I think with our new direction this season, if anyone isn't aware, we are going to be focusing more on mental health this season. Friday nights is probably just going to be that meet up, have a chat kind of thing, play some games that, very, very casual.
Yeah, and there was great banter the first night we did on the Civ. It was very good.
Yeah. It'll not always be games. Sometimes it will just be, meeting up and having a chat.
Yeah.
We've got things all done for you. And then the weekends will be esports stuff. We'll get some Gran Turismo stuff, some F1 stuff maybe going on the weekends for esports style.
I think we need to get hip doing some streaming. I think that's what we need in our life, is to hit doing some dailies or some events.
Yeah, pro streamer hip.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
and there's no joke on that. Like, definitely.
No,
yeah.
we'll get it started.
I'd actually watch. That'd be great.
Yeah. So the esports will most definitely continue pretty much. I wouldn't say every weekend, but we're going to be picking it up more and more often now. Now we've got our first one out of the way. That's a massive hurdle for us because it was nerve-wracking, to be fair, because it was something that took so much commitment So yeah. Oh, definitely Simmy. Bit of Fall Guys. That
Yeah.
was fantastic in the community night. That was brilliant. We had so much of a laugh doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll have something regular. Should we point out that we are meeting Combat Stress on Monday?
We are, so we will let you know how that goes. They're going in a bit of a new directive, and they've asked quite a few communities or people to help out with how they should do, and a lot of questions, and that we have to ask, and a lot of questions they have to ask. So that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what's going to come about of that. We have sadly departed with Takona for next season, but obviously,
I'm going to reword that and say we haven't departed. We haven't just renewed just yet.
Okay, renewed.
Yeah, still up in the air. Like, there's absolutely no bad blood or anything like that there between us or anything. It's just, I think the Tacona guys are being very busy.
Yeah.
I think the main guy recently got engaged as well.
Well, what I was about to say is, don't forget to still check out their store, because their t-shirts are still wicked, and their coffee and car meets are still going ahead. So yeah, do still check out. They do have a massive page of support, as do we in our website as well. So do still check them out. Obviously, like I said, no bad blood, but I think everybody's just come to a bit of a busy period, which is understandable.
And as you mentioned, the website actually, it's been updated and it looks absolutely awesome. I have to say.
Well, it's been updated. Let's leave it like that.
I think it looks great.
Well, our website.
Yes.
Oh well, don't forget to check out. So we will be adding some of our stories, as in not like my story or Ninja stories, like some of our guys' stories, because a lot of them have got some like fantastic stories, and some stories that will like blow your mind when it comes to what people have gone through. If they're willing to put their name to it, then yeah. If they want to keep anonymous, then we won't say names, but. We will be writing some of our stories, and we'll keep that updated, like a bit like a blog sort of thing. But a past blog, if that makes sense. But there is always help out there, and in the website, on the website, there will be links. I don't know if you've updated that yet. Have you updated
No, that'll be done over the weekend.
Yeah, so
there'll be a lot of work to go into that, and that'll be constantly updated all the time.
So when in our meeting with Combat Stress, obviously they're going to have lots of people's email addresses, numbers, and websites. So, we will be updating that and see what they can offer and what we can offer on top of that as well. So, obviously don't forget you can still sign up for our seasons. There is no official sign up page or anything. For ACC, head over to SimGrid and search for Simcade League. You can still join up for that. We have got a few new entries for next season, so it's not the same old. We have some new blood.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're going to be running commentary on it this season.
Who is taking commentary? Is that Dodo?
No, that'll be V2. You'll be leading commentary.
Oh, that sounds very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I did mention that he was taking a step back from racing and he was pursuing other things. Well, there you go. I've just told everybody what he's pursuing. Well, you did actually. Ninja is going to be commentating on our ACC league. So that's exciting. That's something new for us.
His recent one on what is it, GT7 was absolutely awesome. I loved watching it. Back. So I can't wait for that new season.
I think maybe a lot of people don't know, but V2 has actually a rich history in esports. So it'll be nice to hear him do commentary on racing. He's got enough insight there to be good at commentary as well as racing. So
he has the race knowledge as well. Obviously, he was fighting up the top. So be very, very good.
Indeed, I can't wait for that. It's something that I've had a lot of people in the commentary box with me, and obviously with Jack as well. And to be fair, I prefer talking to somebody. It's nice to have somebody there. But I'm sure V2 will be absolutely standing. And we will see some reoccurring voices in the commentary box over the next 12 weeks, because we are not having a break, are we? It is literally straight in 12 weeks. Thank you very much.
12 weeks of racing. I think when we started this, the downtime was needed because there really was only 2 or 3 of us doing all the work. But we've got such a great community now that everyone's pitching in, and I think it's like the load shared among all of us. And I don't think any of us get stressed anymore doing the background work.
I mean, I just turn up. I don't.
You know,
I
it's
literally
like-
just turn up.
Yeah, but I think that's a good thing. You know, it's like because no one's sitting doing all the work.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of
You know,
everyone's load bearing.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
so it's great to see. Really good community. Not just I don't mean just the community leaders and stuff and the admins. I mean the community overall. There's a lot of great guys in this that race with us that don't cause many issues at all.
No, indeed. And I would like to have a shout out to every single driver that we have that hits the track every single time we are out there. And it's not just them, it's the guys that are in the chat as well in the YouTube channel. Whenever we're streaming, you know, Yuki, Hip, Gibbo, everybody, thank you very much. We definitely could not do with it. Craig as well, massive mention, because he pretty much hits every single stream that we are streaming. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for liking. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. And if you do want to see what we're doing, when we're doing it, how we're doing it, hit the website, hit the Discord link, because it's going to be a busy season. This 12 weeks is going to be so busy, but it's going to probably fly by. So don't forget to miss like a beat, because it's going to be coming at you thick and fast starting Monday.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yes.
Albert Park, I believe, is the first race.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
And obviously, on top of that, we do just a quick. Don't want to keep going on, but we do have our Italian week as well.
Monza
Well, we're
week.
hitting
Monza
the
week.
same track on all three disciplines. So yeah, that one will be a week to look out for, as will all of our weeks. But
Absolutely.
right, well, so we'll end on a high. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always, and I cannot wait to start Monday. Even though I probably won't be starting on Monday, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. It's been nice chatting with you. Thank you very much to all our champions. Thank you very much to all our drivers and all the people that are in the chat, everybody in the community, everybody that's watching. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. And I'd like to just say this next clip I made is just a bit of a thank you, because obviously we non-profit sort of thing around here, you know, but we've still got a lot of outgoings like the servers, the website, the email domains, and you know, the things that we do, and obviously the little prize monies that we're giving out as well. So this is just a massive thank you to the guys that chip back in, because we definitely couldn't do it without you guys. I'm not saying that we couldn't do it without everybody, but these are the people that are putting in, you know, the money back. It's not a commitment. We're not saying that you have to do this, but it is massive, and thank you very much to those that do. Ninja,
Absolutely.
anything to say on that? Because obviously you deal with it's a big part of what you deal with, because this is like living and breathing you as Simcade at the moment.
Yeah, I have nothing else really to say because I think we've covered it all. You know, it's like it's a great community here. Thank you everyone for showing up every week and supporting us. Yeah, I can't really say more than that. It's like it's because of you guys, so thank you.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, and I hope everybody has a fantastic night, a fantastic weekend, and we will see you all bright and early Monday. Thank you very much, guys. I'll speak soon.
Good luck, everybody.
Goodbye.